Michelle Beidelman.
Yeah.
Boy, that lady isn't there under Lane either. I don't know where she is, but I did find it. Miss Beidelman, at least you're in the queue. 1343. You got a ticket for driving on a valid license. No, wrong case. Let's take a look at it. You got a ticket July 7th at 5:54 a.m. Well, you 131 in Lovers Lane. Do you work in the RV industry?
I work at American Axle.
All right, it was real early. You're almost to work.
Yeah.
No proof of insurance and no license.
I do have my proof of insurance with me that didn't have in the vehicle at the time.
Yes.
And I got my temporary instruction permit and I just have to go in and get the driver's test done.
All right, very good. And you did not drive here today,
No,
according
sir.
to the bailiffs.
I would,
Well, go ahead.
I would probably recommend, because she's gonna end up getting it, maybe, kicking it to a free trial.
I was going to do the same thing as the last case. What we want is for everybody to get their driver's license. If I had a magic wand, I'd tap everybody on the head and give them their license back. So there's a whole bunch of ways to get suspended. And sometimes people just never got a license.
And that was my
So
case.
you're in the... Well, it's time to get one.
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm gonna set a pretrial. Same day, 9/11/25 at 8:30. You and the last lady, Miss Antone, can come in and show them you got a license. Now, what you need is one of those cars that automatically parallel parks. And you just push a button, then I've seen more than a few people that didn't pass the first time around because of the parallel parking. I'm not too good at it myself. Are you missing work right now?
Yes, I am.
How long you been at American Axle?
Almost 3 years.
Good for you. All right, we're gonna have you miss again. Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 8:30. Bring proof of full license. And insurance. Oops. All right, Ms. Beidelman, I'm guessing you're gonna pass your test and come in here with a valid license. And there's a charge called allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code that the prosecutor often uses in cases like this. It doesn't carry any points and it doesn't go on your driving record. So it would be a charge where you'd have to pay a fine, but it wouldn't affect your ability to keep your license. So good luck with your driver's test. I set it out a month away in case you need to do it more than once. But let's take a shot at this on September 11th. Hopefully you'll come in here with a driver's license. All right, you're good to go. Brandon Fisher. Good morning, sir. Are you Brandon Michael Fisher?
Yes, sir.
You came here from Flint this morning?
No, I'm down here for school.
Where do you go to school?
Glen Oaks Community College.
All right. Are you living in the dorms?
No, I live in Three Rivers right now.
Hmm.
Just renting a place.
What are you studying?
Electrical. I'm an electrical apprentice.
Well, all right. I hope you like it here. This ain't the greatest. You got charged with impaired driving. That almost never happens. The charge is almost always driving while intoxicated, and impaired would be a lesser charge. They charge this on the ticket with impaired. So let's talk about it. Impaired driving is a misdemeanor. It's under the motor vehicle code. It carries a fine of up to $300, up to 93 days in jail, fine of up to $300, up to 93 days in jail, not 93 days, up to 93 days. And it puts a restriction on your license, which would allow you to drive to and from and in the course of employment. You were at M60 and Heimbaugh Road, which is near my house, and you were out of it. Driver was passed out behind the wheel. Driver woke up and hit the gas pedal. It was 3:35 a.m. Not much good happens at 3:35 a.m. July 20th was a Saturday night into Sunday morning. Your blood alcohol came back at a 0.05. I don't know if they took your blood and determined anything else was in there. The lawful limit for operating while intoxicated is 0.08, but you were apparently either quite tired or quite impaired or otherwise, so they actually charged it as impaired. Mr. Stickley, did you have a chance to discuss this with him?
We didn't have a chance to have an in-depth discussion, Your Honor, no, but it's tricky. It might be a generous offer, but at the same time, even impaired can lead to other consequences. I would
Advise you, do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
I think that would be appropriate, Your Honor.
This gentleman is the chief public defender. He's not just here for fun, although he does enjoy it, but he's here to look out for your rights. And I tend to agree with him. I think you could use a lawyer to help you with this. Do you have any objection to that? Or you have to say yes or no.
Yes, or no. I don't know.
That wasn't a very good question. Is that a yes or no question? Yes. You wish me to appoint a lawyer for and plead not guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Plead not guilty, appoint an attorney. And set an attorney pretrial for September 5th. I'm going to be busy that day also. Classes will have started by then. I don't know if you have a Friday morning class on September 5th at 8:30, but we'll take a further look at this. I don't know if they did a blood test and there was something else in your system, or if you're on medication that might interact with alcohol, or you just hadn't slept for 2 days. But that ain't a good place to fall asleep. There have been several fatal accidents right at that corner. M60 and Heimbaugh met more than a few bad accidents at that intersection. All right, you go with the court officer, and I'll see you on September 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Colin Potter. Mr. Fair, you're here for a pretrial this morning. Did you, Mr. Potter, come up to the podium? Did you get any of the other stuff taken care of?
Yeah, I just came in and paid off the rest of that fine from last time, and then I'm just waiting for the.
All right, we'll wait for the prosecutor to line up. Because I checked yesterday, you hadn't paid it, but I see you
Yeah, I
did.
had it right up here to pay it.
All right, very good.
What state is it?
Sorry, I got that song in my head. I heard the Indigo version this morning. Go Girls. It's been covered by everybody from Jerry Reed to James Taylor, but it's a very good song. Don't think twice, it's all right. All right, you're Colin Clayton Potter, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're from LaGrange. You got a ticket, the same ticket as the other lady earlier from Indiana. No ops ever. Let's take a look at your situation. That's the one that carries no points, doesn't get abstracted to your license, and won't affect your ability to keep or maintain your driving privileges. Very good. Ms. Becker, how are you doing?
I am doing extremely good
And where are you?
here in Centerville.
All right, you've had your ups and downs.
I
I'm
have.
glad to hear you're doing better.
I am.
Are you working someplace?
I'm not yet. I am currently watching the kids while boyfriend goes to work. But I'm currently looking. Like because ups and downs, it's a little bit more difficult than it is for others to find a job. So
But right now you're sort of a stay-at-home mom.
yeah. Hence my little sidekick.
She was with you before.
Absolutely. She's with me everywhere.
All right, well, the good news is this won't go on your driving record. The bad news is it carries a $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fees. That's $200. I'm gonna make it part of your current payment plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a little cutout here of what it is that you do owe.
Okay. And like I said, I just made a payment this morning, so
All right, very good. How much?
50.
Very good. Well, we'll just send you out to the counter. I was gonna give you that sheet. Here it is. They don't trust me with scissors. These are the big ones. Somebody sent me some small ones because they were afraid I'd hurt myself. Here's what you owe minus the $50 that you paid today.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go. Let me give this to the court officer. He can take you out and you can make this part of your payment plan.
Okay.
Shayna, do I have any more pre-trials coming in? All right, good luck, Miss Becker. Maybe I won't see you for a while unless I see you.
Listen,
On
it's
my
been a
walk.
long time since you've seen me this time.
Okay, I don't mind seeing you. I just don't like seeing you in here.
Right, exactly, and I get that, and look, at least it's nothing like, before.
Well, I used to like to see you when I went through your aisle at Myers, but that isn't a thing anymore.
Unfortunately, it's not, but
All
at
right.
least it's not what it was either.
Yes, all right, you're good to go. Thank you. All right, I think that's what I've got. We have a zoning hearing coming up here in a few moments with the esteemed Casey Strong.
There are more.
There are more. Good morning, gentlemen. Casey, I'm finishing a couple of misdemeanor matters, if I understand, are coming my way. I'd hope to get this done by 10 o'clock.
And I talked with the city attorney, he doesn't want to talk, so
Oh, the township attorney? Okay, well, all right. Please bring me some files so I can do them, because I'm about to shift gears.
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Middleton's morning docket was a mix of license woes, an unusual impaired driving charge, and some light-hearted banter about payment plans and scissors. First up was Michelle Biden, who came in on a July ticket for no proof of insurance and no license. She actually had insurance at the time, just not in the car, and has since gotten a temporary permit while working toward a full driver's license. Middleton was patient, even a little encouraging, setting her up for a September pretrial with the hope she passed her test. He tossed in a friendly aside about cars that can parallel park themselves, noting he's not great at it either, and explained how the prosecutor could swap in a lesser no-points charge if she gets licensed by then. Next was Brandon Michael Fisher, a student at Glen Oaks Community College, charged with impaired driving, a less common charge than the usual OWI. The facts were rough. Found passed out behind the wheel at 3 a.m., waking up and hitting the gas. His back was 0.05, below the 0.08 OWI limit, but enough to raise concerns. Middleton's approach here was classic cautious fairness. He suggested Fisher take the help of a public defender to dig into whether there were other factors, like medication or fatigue, and set a pre-trial date. It was a good example of the judge steering a young defendant toward legal guidance without making any premature judgments. Then came Colin Clayton Potter, whose case involved a points non-abstractable ticket that wouldn't affect his driving privileges. That one wrapped up smoothly with payment arrangements. The conversation pivoted to Miss Becker, who had her young child in tow and a history the judge clearly knew well. She's currently a stay-at-home parent while her boyfriend works, and Middleton was friendly but matter-of-fact about her fines, $200 total, folded into her existing payment plan. There was some gentle humor about how the court doesn't trust him, with scissors, the big ones, and a nostalgic moment recalling when he'd see her working at a store checkout instead of in court. The whole morning felt calm and personable, with Middleton managing to balance efficiency and humanity. He kept the atmosphere light where appropriate, stayed patient with scheduling and payment concerns, and gave defendants clear paths forward, whether that meant passing a driver's test, getting legal counsel, or just sticking to a payment plan. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.